Hello folks, welcome to another beautiful day in Southern Virginia. It's hot. Got a lot done. Got home from church around noon. Did an oil change on the tractor. Moved some sweet potato slips up into the garden. Transferred a little water. I'm going to water later when the sun goes down. And did some mowing in the back lot. I'm going to show you the garden. Little update. Alright, there's the tote that I transferred the water in. I got the other ones down there by the house running off the gutter. I transfer it with a pump, lift it with a loader. It's not ideal, but it works. And I don't know if you could see, I think you can, the water level in there. It's a little more than a quarter filled. It's about all the loader will lift. And my squash, eggplants, and cucumbers are doing good. I think these little ones are I tried some melons, some watermelons, and they're doing okay. I think it needs something. I'll show you on the tomato plants, but see how that's all curling up? Now we've gotten a really lot of rain here. I don't know if that has something to do with it. These 5 pails here are my sweet potatoes, which I just planted yesterday. Some of them don't look that great, but it is what it is. Got some squash here. Yellow squash, zucchini squash. It all looks fairly healthy. Leaves are kind of yellowish. Again, I don't know if that's from too much rain, but I think I need some kind of fertilizer. Of course, I want to go organic, so I ordered Trifecta from M.I. Gardner. I got a lot of seeds from him this year, and he seems to know what he's doing. He formulated that fertilizer himself. I'm going to give it a try. Should be here in a few days. Tomatoes are growing in every direction. They're growing good. Again, I'll show you what I saw in that squash. See how the tops are curling? They're all curled up on the ends of the leaves. So I'm not sure. I'm starting to get fruit on some of them. Basil's doing good. Here's one little tomato right there. And I've got a few of those. I think these are the cherry tomatoes. Kind of mixed them up. Try to keep better track of them, but I failed. So I kind of have to wait till they come out to see, but I'm pretty sure those other ones are the cherries. Various peppers. That tomato in the middle was a sucker that I pulled off and just stuck in the ground. Tried putting a little black cow around it. Cow manure, compost. Thinking maybe that would add some nutrients when it rained in. Now this is a dragon cayenne. You can see I'm already getting fruit. Some decent looking fruit on this one. I don't know if that's coming through or not. This is the only plant. This one and this one are dragon cayenne. That one's fruiting. This one has yet to fruit, but it's budding. And I got some hot wax peppers. I got some sweet banana peppers, some jalapenos. And some are little, some are not. Some are doing better than others. It's all pretty much the same dirt, so I'm not really sure why they're in the same place, like they get the same amount of sun. That one's starting to bud a little too. You can see this here. And I think these are the plum. Look like plum tomatoes. This one too. Last year I was inundated with blossom end rot. So I put some Epsom salts in with the dirt to try to avoid that. I planted some bush beans, 2 here, 2 over here. And I'll take you over to look at the berries. Alright, so berries are looking fairly healthy. Again, some are bigger than others, but kind of happy with the way they're taking off. They're growing. I put all the dead grass around them. Try to keep the soil from drying out and hopefully the weeds down, just to cut down on the amount of work so I don't have to mow between them. Now, that one looks like it's getting some berries on it already. And plenty of flowers and berries down here too, so you're gonna have berries on that one this year. Alright, they're looking good. Now, flowers on that one as well. Now there and there, that's 2, and there's a third one somewhere. I think it was right here. No, actually it's underneath the grass. Right over here, you can't see it. I dug up 3. They were wild raspberries. They grow over there beyond the fruit trees in that dense, thick jungle area. And in my haste to get berries in the ground last year, I just pulled a couple up. They were growing wild and threw them in here. And they took off, but I started researching it and talking to my neighbor. I guess it was 4. So there's the other one underneath the grass, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 over there. I was just talking to my neighbor, and he said that, you can't control them, they grow wild, which I think any berry will do if let go. Of course, when these come, I'm going to attempt to trellis them with wire and prune them and try to keep some kind of semblance of order with them. And little berries on there too. But I didn't want those. I rethought that because number one, they had thorns on them, and all these here are thornless. And I knew as they all filled in the gaps and their shoots took root under the ground, they'd pop up everywhere and they'd mix in. Mainly I didn't want the thorns when I'm picking, and also the natives give very tiny berries, and so I just decided that I didn't want them. And these other ones were doing good. It'll just take a little longer to fill those gaps in. So I dug them up and tossed them out. I was on the fence with it, but in the long run I think I'm better off without them. So it's pretty much an update. The berries, the garden, I laid down the wood chips underneath to prepare for future back to Eden gardening. Gonna experiment with it. And that'll be in a couple of years, I guess. So I put the pots on it this year just to try to keep the weeds from coming up around the pots as much as possible, and to aid in the drainage when they come out. They won't just get well, I guess it doesn't matter really, but it seemed like a better idea to have them on there. Now, back here, I have an older peach orchard down there. I think there's like 18 trees, and they hadn't been pruned in a few years, and they're overgrown, and they don't look very healthy. I think I might have done a short video on these before when I first got the property. So as you can see, they're giving fruit. But my neighbor's been kind of mowing for me before I moved down here, trimming some of the trees, and I told him to take whatever fruit, he could get last year. He picked a bunch of peaches off of these trees. He said they were kind of like mealy, and I don't know. He recommends spraying them. I really don't want to do that. Well, then I just wonder if they're beyond their prime, or if a good pruning could bring them back. I really don't know. I mean, I don't know. And again, there's some green shoots, like maybe I'll cut the old trees out and leave these new shoots. Not sure what I'm going to do there, and probably not going to do anything till fall. Excuse me, get a scratchy throat. Oh, it's the back lot. That's pretty much it. Thanks for coming along with me on the journey. God bless y'all.
Of silence.